take a second between each thing. You don't need to fill the silence because there is a game audio, so you're good.
That's true. I feel like
don't feel the need if no one else is. You don't have to take it.
Right. I feel like I'm stumbling over my words because I'm trying to say too much.
Maybe I...
Do my streams normally look like this? Do I need like more RAM, a better graphics card?
Normally.
I don't understand why the game.
What was your bitrate before?
That my game, I have it on. Have it set to a display and it won't capture.
Dude, I run 4,000 bitrate, and then I capture my entire display.
I feel like it's when I do that, it's like shit.
I capture a display. I don't capture a game. Just know that.
Just so you know, they've caught everything the past 30 seconds.
Dave, what?
The stream is starting back in 20 seconds.
Okay. So you do display capture or no?
I'm currently just gonna do display capture.
Yep, that's what I do.
Okay.
Best choice.
Okay.
You only have one monitor though, right?
I have 2.
Okay, good.
Alright, well, here we go. We are back. Back-ish. Dude, this is actually so like terrible and frustrating. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, all right. We're finally capturing stuff. Please? Dude, this is a joke. This is actually a joke. Oh, alright, Luke's not here. Time to entertain everyone by myself. Going into round 2, best of 5. And search and destroy on standoff.
Alrighty, I am back. Are you able to join up on them, Noble? Or?
Yes. Yes, man.
Vibes are good when I went in there, so we're chilling. Waiting on the start timer. Search standoff. Not the best map for us, but not a bad one nonetheless. We play this map pretty even. Probably one of our top 3 out of the 5. Stream is paused, by the way. I figured you knew that, though.
I apologize to everyone that's watching. We're having some technical difficulties over here.
Hey, first map of the year, right? Right?
Yeah, for some magical reason, it's tied. It's 0. Or we were the first time. For some magical reason, the normal way of capturing display is not working at all. So
Nice.
I have to do
Sick.
display capture instead.
Nice. I mean, to be fair, when the CDL was first established, their first initial stream, they're trying to figure out the best way to use third person. It was really rough. So their caster controls were a little rough, but you know, as the time gets on, you know, people get better at it. So I'm sure the same will happen with us. Not at all.
Oh, lost connection. Alright, wouldn't have known that because computer is fantastic. Am I being shushed right now? Are you shushing me?
What?
Are you shushing me?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was just filling that air.
Okay.
All right, we're getting back into standoff shirts. You guys ready? You ready to actually cast this time, Noble?
We'll talk about it. We're still trying to figure out where exactly my place is.
Right. I gotta shut up. You know what I mean? I gotta let you talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 2 of the NO something.
NAC.
NAC. Well, I give up. NAC
CSL
season
hosted.
opener.
Search and destroy.
Why am I?
Got the objective.
Okay.
No, don't
We're
quit.
deadlocked.
Yeah,
Withdraw to exfil location.
that is a bit
It's
unfortunate.
attrition from here. We should bug out.
Technical difficulties.
Absolutely
Am I
outstanding
right?
performance from the Trine Esports
Oh,
account.
give it up. Give it up.
Oh my gosh. Do you see those plays?
Absolutely great.
An absolutely
great.
unstoppable force. I'm sorry, an absolute unstoppable force with me at the controller. What's next map? I mean, right now we're on standoff. What is
standoff search? So the map set is raid hardpoint, which we just got done playing. The next is this one is standoff search. The following will be checkmate control. Then we'll hop right back on over to a raid. No, it's a. Oh, I know it. APOC hardpoint, and then we'll hop onto a raid search for map 5 if it is necessary.
Honestly, I'm kind of next time if I get my shot to play again, I'm beaming people. Like I'll TK, I'll whatever.
I mean, they're doing it, so.
Honestly, you know what? I'll play for the other team. I'll give them that advantage.
That's funny.
Absolute stud on the controller. Noble Bill 34.
Noble Bill. There you go. You're nasty, and there's nothing to stop. Start TK and just do whatever you can to get them a map around.
I spawned in. I was like, I don't know why it's asking me to pick a class.
No, literally, I was like, we spectating somebody picking a class. I was like, I didn't think this was a feature.
It's not, but
All right, well, second time's a charm, and maybe even the third if we get around to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second map of the NACE season opener with Trine University against Northern Minnesota State University. Trine University in blue, Minnesota in or I think that's orange, but this has been a debate for a long time.
Debacle. Orange or red. As you can see, Trine did win their first map with great hard points, so we're jumping on again with them on offense for standoff search. Very slow as they feel each other out.
Oh my gosh, absolutely unlucky play by Swedish.
Absolutely unfortunate.
Happens to us all.
Switch to spectator.
Oh.
You're good. No,
Don't worry about it.
You're good.
I thought I was gonna automatically do it.
Yeah, no, you're good. Very slow paced. Just trying to find their opening.
As you
Especially
see
coming back to
in the
3v4.
map at the bottom left, Trine is taking an interesting stance, trying to gain some sort of advantage in the map, some sort of strategic positioning. Looks like they're kind of pinned right now. Let's see what they do.
Fake B hit to a wrap. See how Minnesota responds. They don't have much time, so they are going to have to respond very quick. Shots coming in. The rotation from how Minnesota comes through. 2-piece right off the bat will make this a 1v3. Not too good. Does find up one though. And instantly traded as expected. That is a first round win to Minnesota.
Also glad to see that the stream is performing a little bit better after I fixed a whole bunch of settings. As we switch sides, we'll see if Trine fares better on defense.
This is a defensive heavy map, but honestly, offense is very easily winnable on this map. As long as you play it right with a couple initial picks and correctly timed, ooh, forgot the bomb, correctly timed pushes, it's not hard to win the map on offense. So a very clear route taken by the bomb player into gas in the back right corner. As though he is separated from his team, the stun check does come through, so the information's there for both teams. They don't know that bomb's down yet. That is a huge kill. Now they have to rat back for it. If they can play around this bomb, I don't think they know it's down. Yeah, they don't. And they're too far away to hear it either. The Chow, Calamity with a big
the 2P, or with 2 in this round.
2 in the round.
Still with bomb down. They
Win.
don't even know it.
They don't even know bomb's down.
That's 4-1. Now
The information's there on the left. And the
Jarrett
kill.
with the ace, with the round 2 ace on defense.
That's an ace?
Yeah, that was an ace. He got.
What a guy!
No, I'm sorry. That's a lie. He got 3. That's a lie.
Oh. No worries.
Yeah, they were.
Ooh, almost lined up there. Could have been scary. Fortunately, the trade's not there for Minnesota, and we do end up taking the round pretty cleanly. Now back on offense for the try number 2, round number 3. See how they play it around this time. The bomb looks to be going towards that A site. Again, that bomb player is so alone. Both teams not very protective of what the player is running, as he does wrap back now. No, there's an A hit. However, 6 on the map, bottom left, is not rotating. That is not to say, so I'm not going to try. Very standstill on that gas hold. Just looking for an initial break. Shots coming back and forth. Call comes through. They're going to wrap it now towards that B site, but they're already walking into a setup Minnesota. If they can find an opening here, they might be able to get a couple picks. That's the opening that they're looking for. The collapse does come through.
Out.
The heavy collapse does find 2-piece from Minnesota, unfortunately. The trade don't go our way, so it's a 1v2. They walk into a trap, and again, another defensive round win. And that's 3 in a row.
I keep on forgetting that it's not going to automatically switch like it does in multiplayer.
Yeah, you're good. defense so far is very, very winning so far. I don't know if that'll change as teams adjust to how they're playing against each other, but another round win for Minnesota on the books. Gonna have to come back and win another one defensive for Trine to even the game up. I am stumbling over my words today.
It's alright.
It happens to the best of us.
Looks like Minnesota's looking for a very fast A push.
Very quick. We'll try and react in time.
Trine having a strong mid line.
Versus all alone, she does end up falling because of it. They don't know the player's there, but the trade comes through anyway. Now a 2v3 with bomb going down. Not a lot of map control. This looks to be like our first offensive round win, unfortunately, for Trine. How do you win the round? 2v3, bomb down. They're very set up on site. They got a flank watch. Ready to trade out. They need an initial pick, honestly, but I don't know if they'll be able to get it. It's a very hard bomb site to retake. Does get traded out instantly. He'll be walking into a gunfight. As a first round win for Minnesota, this looks like to be their map.
I think that something that really went wrong there was that Trine didn't. They kind of held that mid line, but they didn't. But unfortunately, with that hold that they had, you can't really like if the offensive team, if the bomb carrier team has like pushes hard and gets to that point, then they're kind of just they're too far behind, and Minnesota had the advantage there.
Yep. It's very hard once they get through. Oh, that is an initial first blood and a second for Minnesota. As the bomb is down mid-street, it's going to be a hard one for trying to win. Go ahead and switch over to perspectives. There you go. No worries. No worries. I'm not. You're good. Trust. Another 2v3, this time on offense. Bomb is down, so they don't have any map positioning or control. Little spread out, but they're clumping back together now, looking to push something together just to get an initial break, pinch, just a trade. Honestly, they're just looking for an opening. Number 5, these names. Wide Dog on the pinch. Looks like he might find a kill on Claymore. He does. Probably a shot punch. And then another piece for Minnesota. Another round on the board for them.
Looks like this round 2 is slowly getting out of hand for Trine. See if they can make a comeback here.
It's not a very easy. It's not a very easy map to come back on when you're down 4-1. So let's hope that they can muster up some strategies and just pull it back. Well, Minnesota forgot the bombs. They're gonna have to go back for that. I don't think they care. I really don't think Minnesota cares that the bomb is just sitting in their spawn.
They're just playing TDM right now.
They are playing TDM. Yep.
Yeah,
they
looks
do
like
get an
it might work.
It does look like it might work. Now they go back for the bomb. As that name. These names from both teams. Another pick for them on A. Just a bunch of 1v1 gunfights going Minnesota's way. Now a 4v2. Bomb not even pushed up, but they have A site control. Ventric looking to get himself in a 1v2. Just looking for a pick, but he might end up getting picked himself. This bomb slowly starts to wrap back that opposite side of the map. Towards A, they look to now be getting that bomb down to close out the round. A 4v2, bomb down, a very hard retake. Shots coming in, but no kill as a pinch down. Again, the timing is impeccable as Scooter Chip falls to another dog. Left in a 1v4, the time left, and he falls again. That is another round win on standoff search for. I mean, if you're trying, what do you do here, Noble? What do you do if you're trying?
Honestly, like, I don't know. I really don't. I think you kind of just have to, break it down. Once you start going down, you got to play it round by round. I think now they just got to play kill by kill. They are absolutely getting outslayed. There's not a single person. Jarrett's the only person that's even competing with Minnesota's kill stats right now.
And he's negative, so.
And he's also. So, things to focus on: getting the kill, positioning, playing a little bit better together, as they miraculously seem to be doing right now.
They got a free pinch as a 3v1 gunfight. Finally, Trine gets another round on the board, but it's 2-5 match point for them. The rest of this time, they had to play perfect search and destroy. They had no map control. They ended up finding the gunfights. It's a nice two-piece from Calamity to end up helping them out. I think that's probably one of Trine's problems right now. They are getting pinched just like no other. They are getting shot in the back left and right, and Minnesota is doing a great job finding those opening holes into the offense and or defensive side of Trine, and they are not reacting to it at all. Bomb looks to be going A again for Minnesota as we open up the round on defense for Trine. They now have 2 set up on A as they look to hopefully not give it up right away to a 1 gunfight win for Minnesota. Just 2 subs playing A, real slow, looking for an initial pick. Both teams are. Nobody peeking. Finally, Seth's shoulders gets shot. They know he's there. That's an initial pick. Unfortunately, Ray does come through. Will he be able to get out with his life as Minnesota's pushing up very quick? Another kill for Trine on the bomb site carrier.
With Jarrett's trade, we brings us to 2-2.
Coming in, he knows both players are there. That's the information from Marissa. She's not much to do it by herself. Now they know Marissa's there. She starts picking up a sub at the last second to falls. That is a 6-2 standoff search win for Minnesota. That is a very never been their map. They haven't practiced it a whole bunch. They look to recover in the next one.
Really, they just kind of couldn't gather momentum going into that one, so hopefully they can change that up for the next map.
I agree. There was a lot of momentum lost from the initial hardpoint win. I think they couldn't carry it. I feel like if they carry that in and just play a little bit more passionate there, they can probably keep it close.
I feel like they were playing like too passive, as if they were like scared or intimidated, and that they weren't really interested in pushing up and risking it for the biscuit, trying to make some sort of a play, and that's what caused them to get in these huge defensive holes, because they packed 2 people around a corner and that usually would still come out with 2 people. So not only not getting the trades, but also not setting themselves up for a lot of defensive success.
Right. And something I noticed, I don't know if you guys picked up on it either, they didn't hit B once there on offense. So
Minnesota or
that's Trine didn't hit B1. I guess both teams never even went towards that B site. Nobody hit that back gas alley. There was nothing going on at B. It was literally just an A frontier.
It's not a complete like a normal occurrence not to hit B, right? Even in the pro leagues and stuff.
Right.
Minnesota did a great job. You could see how they had mid control on B, and it felt like Trine, you're right. The passiveness led to them not wanting to take that fight in back alley, which is typically the way you run through B. So.
Right. It's very odd that neither team hit B, as it is kind of the favorable bomb site of the 2.
Well,
they
hit B once because bomb went down at gas station, and they just kept getting picked off trying to go because Trine didn't know where bomb was that round. I think it was the first round that they took.
That is true. That the one time, I guess Minnesota did try to hit bomb, but even when they did hit that back gas station, the one time the bomb went down, That was a 3-1 split with the bomb carrier being back gas and every other player for Minnesota being towards that A bomb site.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting play on that one.
Definitely something you don't see very often. It looked almost
Well,
like
because even in the slightest, I think they take, what, 2? And then they have one cover the inner portion of gas, just in case somebody pushes up too far. But 1, that was a bold strategy.
Definitely not the strongest map out of Trine there. Hopefully they recover going into this control. Once again, it is the rest of our maps tied 1-1 series. The rest of our maps include a checkmate control, a brain fart again, if somebody can help me out here on the second hard point.
It's APOC, correct?
Yes, Apocalypse hard point, and then a raid search and destroy for that map 5 if it does end up coming down to it. We've guaranteed ourselves at this point going to that map 4. So let's just hope. I know in scrims, Trine's felt really confident on Apocalypse Hardpoint, that we just have yet to play it during an actual series. Don't know. I mean, they feel really confident about Apocalypse Hardpoint. So if they end up pulling off this control, we go into APOC knowing that is one of our stronger maps. That is actually one of our maps that we picked for the series out of the 2 hardpoints.
I feel like APOC is like one of the most hit or miss maps. Same with Checkmate. You know, it's very much a momentum-based map, specifically Apocalypse. You know, if there's any form of miscommunication, any poor positioning that can switch a spawn or cause a split spawning, it can completely change the momentum and you know how the map has to be played, because it is such a small map that just being slightly out of position can cause a split spawn or somebody to completely flip out, and it takes literally nothing, and that's why it's you know, from what I've seen, an unusual map pick, but those who pick it are pretty confident in it.
Couldn't agree more. On quite literally everything you said. It is a very momentum-based map, as we've seen in the pro scene. A lot of the times, if you have good side going into an APOC hardpoint, you can go up 70 points very easily just by holding down some map positioning and keeping that P2 spawns. Anyway, going into this checkmate control, Trine will have... I forget, I might have messed up which side we needed to have, so they might have offense, they might have defense. We don't know. Hopefully they pull off this map and go into the series.
Looks like I'm still spawning in. Let's go.
For the other team this time. I'm honestly excited for this one. This is one of my favorite maps. I can't wait to watch. I feel like the team plays very well here, and honestly, this shows a lot about team dynamics and callouts here, so it'll be fun to watch.
That is very true. This map is very linear, so any pushes may have to be team pushes. You know, you get 1 or 2 picks, you have to take advantage of it. We've played this map.
I think one of the key things for this one, though, is going to be holding that top plane control. Because we've played games in the past where, I mean, if we hold that top, you know, that top plane, it really changes everything.
Especially on offense.
Just trying to keep them pinned back by orange, and then, you know, somewhere back there, so where they spawn in, they just can't make any pushes towards A or B is going to be huge for us.
Yep. I mean, Checkmate is almost famously known for offensive losses and defensive wins. So, in my very own opinion, I think the best shot that Trine has to do of pulling this map away is to take advantage of our defensive rounds and just get as many ticks as possible to hopefully give us that defensive round going into round 5.
Who do you
I've
think
seen them pull off the hard points, though.
Who do you think some of the key players in this matchup?
The Daneville key players. I'm really looking at our
key players. Who do you think is going to show up big, and who do you think might struggle a little bit?
I think going into this map, I'm really looking at our sub duo of Calamity and Bentrick to really step up and help us get map control via the plane. I think this map, if your ARs are doing what they're supposed to, although this is a very AR based map, I feel like as though if subs go in and they have the ability to play off the AR information and use plane as to their advantage, that could give them a lot of impact. And to be honest, that's what I'm looking for. To pull off a round win on offense and just solidify a strong defensive hold, you need that top lane control. And that's where it comes down to, is the Seth duo of Bentrick, also known as Seth, and Calamity, also known as Jarrett, to pull off some of that map control and help our ARs and hold down their outside lanes.
For professional purposes, I prefer Sethi and J-Shot.
J-Shot. I don't know, who are you looking at? What do you think? Who do you think is the most impact here?
Impact. So I will actually be surprised if we run 2 subs in this situation, because, like you said, Checkmate is a very, very, very linear map. So you know, maybe you run a sub, and that'd be set to really lock down the up close and personal nitty gritty battles that take place on the hill, and maybe even pushing up into more of a spawn trap of sorts. I'd be interested to see Jared like really lock people down on with the ARs. But if we're rocking sub, I'm gonna go with the opposite of what you said. I'm excited to see how Marissa and Sweeter Chip, as we call them, Verba, how they perform, being our 2 main ARs, and how they're able to lock down long lanes of sight and really just shut down these big pushes that that Minnesota might try to pull off. I'm currently unable to join the match.
Technical difficulties, you know. I mean, you don't see the side of the CDL. You don't see the technical difficulties. We, on the other hand, don't have the opportunity to like go to a commercial break or show our sponsors or show our army play of the last game or our tactical play of the last game.
Do we? Does Trine even have any sponsors, or do we just sponsored by our gift shop?
A gift shop. Yep, that's it. Gift shop for the win.
I'm still unable to join this lobby.
We love that.
It's an interesting host. Ooh. Got ourselves an invite.
Take advantage of it.
I was about to say, you know, if we can't get this going, I'll just hop into a gunfight until we can.
Entertain the crowd, you know.
Oh yeah. You can commentate that.
I will say that you know, our map count on Raid Hardpoint is I think we're negative actually on Raid Hardpoint, and our standoff search, I think that might have been our first time playing it in an actual series or even scrim. 2 of their choices for the map picks. So going into this last half of the series, I'm quite confident in our map picks to, you know, pull us away and hopefully give us this win in the overall series. We've played Checkmate Control quite a few times. APOC is one of our stronger hardpoint maps, and then going into Raid Search, I think that's our strongest search map personally. So I'm really, if it gets down to that map 5, I'm feeling confident, but just want us to close out the series.
You said Raid Search is our final.
There's our map 5. Yep.
I am still playing as of right now.
That's
so,
lit.
You know, we might could see my impact player of the game might change a little bit as you know, with the showcasing of the Noble. I literally can't switch teams. Yeah, I can't do anything.
Their host is so focused on starting and stopping, so the lobby doesn't lag out, that they.
Oh, hey,
aren't.
do you know what's? Oh, are we blue? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do something real quick.
For this map, I don't know.
Are we going?
I don't know. Now, if you mess this up and you get him switched around, oh man, that'd be rough.
No, shoot.
Imagine we get their school name wrong. I think they are actually red and we are actually blue, so that's kind of ironic. Just make sure that the that we are actually blue inside the game, and that
they should actually be blue.
Yep, and we are. Just waiting on their fourth player to join up, and they'll be able to start the map.
That would actually
head on
terrify
it.
me.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah, it's really it's really confusing to have to explain. So wait, we won the round, but we lost. Trine won, but
we didn't. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
From us in the booth to those who are watching, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight for this matchup. It does mean a lot to be able to stream and bring some support towards our esports program as we get into this third round matchup of Checkmate Control. Trine in northern Minnesota tied up at 1.
Couldn't agree more. Big turnout actually for this our first game of the season, but this is the ending of the game cycle.
I am
still playing. Quick minute from our sponsors. Yes, just like you said, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting the Trine COD team. I mean, we are a 2-year-old team, so we are still working through the kinks of every new team, as every new team does, rather. So,
including learning how to host a match.
Hey, we're not hosts for this map, so I'm okay with it.
I'm just glad that we got the hot seat out of the way.
What's the hot seat?
The hot seat of having all the displays messed up.
Oh yeah, not being able to properly cast it. Right. Oh, I definitely understand that.
Trine University really pulling. Wait, is Trine hosting this one? Are we hosting?
We are not. No, we host the next map.
Okay, so Minnesota really pulling off an absolute icing of the entire
they're icing
Trine Call of Duty team and both broadcast networks.
They really do be icing themselves.
They really do be like that. I think my game might have just. Oh, there we go.
You crashed? That would have been very bad.
All right, we're all good. Please.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Part 3 of playing round 3 on Checkmate.
Third time's the charm. Oh, I'm confident that this one is it. I really am confident.
This will be the defining round for who maintains momentum here. Let's go. We got it right too.
Woo! Yes. We love to see it.
We're gonna take a look at our
sub duo. Really hoping that they can get some map control here and really just give a good impact.
Just straight good plane right here. You can see the Trine's going in strong for it.
Oh yeah, they understand how heavy of an impact it has on the map. They are on offense for this initial map as we do get an initial pick on Tabith.
2 initial picks.
James, 2. Three down. Will they be able to take advantage of it as the fourth player is still lingering below B?
Ooh, good COD timing for Bentrick there.
Huge
Unfortunate
plays.
him.
We do end up getting a full squad wipe on offense, as that is probably the best break you could ask for, but no map control from it and no ticks. And we're gonna go 4 down. Now you can see Minnesota starting to climb their way into Trine's spawn, really putting a lot of pressure on them to find that break and find their trades to get out of this spawn.
Pick there and yellow. That's one of those kill spots that you always got to be expecting someone to be there. It's one of the most annoying places to get killed. You just have to know that someone's going to be there.
Always. An opening towards B side. They don't know they have it though. The trade. does come through, but it's not enough as he will end up getting traded out as well. Or no, he does find a second actually. Not the third though, that would give them the B site control. A going over to A, Swoop Ship is on at least now to play the time.
I can see that Trine's pace doesn't seem like they're matching up right now. Sweeter's playing a little slower, more conservative, but it looks like they can communicate.
Going into an offensive side, it is a bit harder. They will end up losing this first initial round to Minnesota. As that defense just showing how strong and how, I don't think easy it is for defense to win on this map, but how much more common, I guess, you see a defensive pull. It all comes back to that map. We got a 4 down at the very beginning of the round. What more could you ask for? I think we dropped 1 or 2. We just couldn't do anything with it. We didn't get any ticks, any progression. Lost a lot of map control, and as soon as that was done, you know, we gave up our gave them a spawn trap rather. Second round, Trine now on defense, looking for a couple of initial breaks, a couple of initial picks, to help give them map control on defense, as that is super important. The contest now on A, as Marissa is playing by herself. The support comes in now from number 1, Sweeter on the mid. They end up finding 1, the 2, 3 now. Last one is in top lane for them. They know the information's there. Whether or not they find the kill, we don't know.
This is a good third pickup by Marissa there too.
Yep. They know the player's top lane, but I don't think they know how close he is. Oh, he checks the corner, but he does end up falling anyway. That's a 3 down for Minnesota. This is a huge opening for them if they want to take this map one or this offensive round. Calamity now on a push, ends up helping out his teammates. Finds 2. That is huge. That's 3 go down for Minnesota. 2 ticks on A.
Also sprays his MVP.
Does let his teammate know that he's there. The nice help from Sweeter Chip onto that A site will only give them 2, but that is quite a bit of damage done on an offensive round. I mean, we talk about what it takes to get that to round 5, and it's ticks. It's switched over from kills to ticks.
They probably could have finished that tick on A there, but lack of communication left Calamity sitting there waiting for his spawn.
Trades going back and forth now. Both sides being controlled by Minnesota as they play hopefully for just 1 contest. Ooh, they
B
do
is
end
a
up
big
getting
pick.
the side. Yep.
Let's see if they can lock up.
Do fall for Trine. That's the opening that Minnesota's looking to probably get here. How will Trine recover? Well, that maybe go 3 down. They do end up going 3 down. That's all 4. That's like 8 in a row now for Minnesota. We'll try and be able to get a couple picks to hopefully get them off this B site and win this defensive round. First tick of progress coming on the second tick. Not quite there yet. From there.
Great kills from Benjic here.
Oh, and he does end up falling. Oh, Sweeter Chip does too. That looks like... Oh, man, Calamity clutches up and does help them end up not capturing B. Crazy turn of events, and it comes down to the wire, but they end up getting a little bit more map control now, setting up for the defensive side as the stick comes through. And the second pick, they're going 2 down again. 3 now. Oh, they might go all 4 down as the third tick does come through. It all starts with that top lane control. I mean, they went 3 down again at the very beginning of the round. They got 3 down at the very beginning of the round. And there's one player that ended up slipping through and just really wreaked havoc on them being able to set up on defense.
What we just saw in that last round is really just a prime example of how tricky this map can be, because they try and start out really strong in that offensive push, or I'm sorry, that defensive push with getting 3 down and then
Very large picks right there coming in. See if they can make a tick off this.
Big team fight win for them. They are now just hoping to secure A early on in the round. That will give them a lot of time to work with. They are up 4 lives. Another pick comes through as they look to secure. Oh, Speeder for 2 pieces. Unfortunately, one does end up falling in the back. They look to secure this A side. That's a big kill. Oh, he ends up falling. A still's gonna come through for Trine, giving them another minute to work with. And I think they're still up lives. They are up 6 lives right now on offense with a tick in 2 minutes.
Tweeter is coming into this round with some vengeance.
Ooh, what a snap from Sweeter Chip as he flicks onto the guy and ends up turning on him.
I wonder if he's gonna notice him to the right.
That is a...
I think this is very...
Oh.
What is...
Oh. Person by yellow does end up picking them off as 2 fall for Trine. Now they know a person's in their spawn. They still have a minute 30 to work with, up 3 lives still. But they gotta find these picks in the back of their spawn. Another one falls as yellow control has still not been received for control by Minnesota. It's a big spot for them. Picked by Marissa. A second by Calamity. There's still that player yellow. So going to play spoiler. Picks off Bentrick again. They have to find this kill before they can move forward. The timing is not there as they go 3 down. 1 minute left to clock. They are only on 1 life now. They find one, but that player, Y-Dog, still in yellow. He's gonna keep playing spoiler for them, getting a pinch on their spawn as they are currently trapped in the back left, bottom right-hand corner of your map. Unfortunate timing for Bentrick. I think he didn't see the player top plane, but the plane might have saw him.
Here's to make or break and get these picks right here.
Will try and fall 0-3, or will they come up big and hopefully pull off a offensive round win as Bentrick does end up falling. A second kill for them now as they look to close out the round and the map.
A devastating round 3 defeat. Let's see if they can pull themselves back together. Turn things around to
I will be right back. I'm going to talk to our team.
Sweeter really sat there and put in a lot of work. What really killed them right there was the live control and not being able to find the one man holding them in their spawn. Having a nice crossing, honestly, but it's a pretty common spot for to hold for them to be running past continuously. I believe they trusted too much on one person, 1v1ing him, and may have wasted a little too much time, but overall had good showing there. Could show that they win gunfights coming into this next game. And on this next map, most teams aren't very familiar with it. It's normally a hated map. I'm actually kind of surprised that Trine picked it, but should be a good one.
If you are Trine, no, if you are Marissa right now, captain of this Trine squad, what are you telling your players right now? What are you telling your teammates?
From my view right now, I don't know if she sees this, but their pace is off. And they're flipping back and forth because they're all very good players, right? They can adapt. So they're seeing that they're running off, they're not getting proper trades, and they're running into gunfights that they just can't win. So what she needs to do is get them all on the same page, right? Is get them communicated, talk about how they're going to make this push, where they're going to push, and not worry about getting the hard stuck angles, right? It's a common theme here in Call of Duty to have some stuck spots and for wanting to fight to get out of them or to hold the other team in one of them, right? But when two teams are very similar, and I can see that with Minnesota and Trine, they're fighting pretty hard here for the same spots and not as a team. I think pace is going to be the biggest things they need to change up, especially coming into a hardpoint match where rotating is a huge factor. And I'm sure Luke is telling her something very similar along the lines of working together, ready, your timing down. And that's the point that this team plays well together with is being able to work together. So.
Seeing some complaints about the music, so I turned it off. This is on Search and Destroy still? It's set up on Search.
I'm back.
Dude, we're about to play Search and Destroy on Apocalypse.
Okay, they switched it.
Okay.
All right. I was entertaining the viewers while I was gone.
Didn't really say a whole lot.
Well, that's fair.
We're still working on my broadcasting skills. I don't really do this very often.
And this is our strong suit. Talking to the team, they do feel really confident going into this map. I mean, those last two maps are just gonna blow them off. Forget about them, you know?
Forget about it.
Forget about them. Going into this map, we know there's something wrong.
What's wrong?
Maybe they're. I don't know.
I don't think they're I don't think they're casters.
They're codcaster.
Yeah, I don't think they're casters running the game. We'll see.
Our respawn is great, so I'm although we're down 2-1 and we're at the mercy of them possibly winning the series at every single map now, I still feel really confident going into these next final two maps. What's the chat say? What are they saying?
Oh, they're saying wrong side. Apparently.
We picked, or no, we didn't pick side for this one.
There was a miscommunication.
Oh, they gave us good side. Oh, so they didn't realize what side they were picking and ended up giving us the good side spawns. That's huge.
Huge. Let's see if Trine can take advantage of this. For those who don't know, there is the P2 spawn, the objective that is immediately after this first spot is on the exact same side as which Trine is spawning on. It's on the right side of the map, so that's why those spawns are confirmed. To send anybody to flank.
Do end up before hitting the trench side. Very rare do we ever have that happen to us. And one player now Squeeter Chip spawning. Pressure now for trying to keep their spawns, and they do end up getting traded. They're gonna give up spawns now, which is quite interesting.
The only thing that Trine can really do right now is either shoot somebody around or try to get as much time because this the P2 on this map is very difficult to flip out.
Ventrix looking very comfortable on point, holding it very well.
Couldn't agree more. They do end up looking to go for the trades, getting some P1 time to hopefully cushion the P2 time from Minnesota that looks coming in. As the point does now switch. Just looking at this clean 4v4 fight, looking for an interference Trine. They get it, it's going to be crucial to them helping break. They just have to take advantage of whatever they can get here. One doesn't end up falling towards mid, so the pinch won't come through. It's just straight up gunfights. 3v3, now 3v2. They end up trading out one in the front.
Just one down.
move there. Good entry by Bentrick, hoping to get the trade off of it.
There it does, and that's
Trade.
an instant break.
Positive trade.
Now they're
Seth will
spawning.
spawn back there. Let's see if he.
Oh, a big kill that needed to come through, but they ended up getting the trade anyway. That minimizes the time that Minnesota will be able to get on P2 so that they even out the score.
I actually like that kill there just because it looks like a stagger. Entire team's dead. Just push forward, so good for Trine.
Yep, good for Trine indeed.
Let's see if, sorry, Jared. Let's see if Jared picks up on the fact that there is someone that is about to be falling up there. So they fall
They are
back.
backing up for spawns. A 3 hit from Trench now. They do have numbers with an initial pick, 3v2, but solo pushing his Bentrick, and he doesn't have any support of the team as he is above them on point. Marissa finds an opening pick on the point. 1 will drop down. 2 will fall down for Trine. A pinch from Calamity, not able to do enough as they will retain spawns now for the 3, 4, and 5 rotation.
Good timing here for Calamity.
Trade is quite tight.
Just lock it in right here. Good spawn pickup too by him. Good rotate out.
Big gunfight now for Sweeter as he does, or I'm sorry, Marissa as she does end up getting it, but they don't realize that they have flipped out spawns now. 2v1 on point, but 1 might end up falling on big rotation. Setting up now is Trine as the split spawn's coming in from Minnesota, and they are slowly picking up on it, but they will end up going 3 down. Ooh, and 4th as Jared stopped shooting. He might have thought the player was dead, but he does end up getting the pick and getting traded out. So now a clean hold for Minnesota going on.
I'm interested to see how Trine attacks this point right here. What they're gonna be looking to do. Not good as they get 4-pieced.
Get 4 down. A couple players struggling on Trine that normally would 4 hit something now. Finally working together as a team to hopefully flip out these spawns for the next hard point. Calamity does end up finding an
I'm
opening.
not sure
He's
if
all the way
Bentrick
in
should
the
have
back.
left. There you go. Good trade on him.
Big picks. The split spawning now
Very
for
good.
Trine. They are parallel spawning, which is something we don't very often see. As they do end up giving a lot of time, but they do have spawns now for this last hard point before the P1 comes back around.
Interesting hold for Calamity here. Seeing the tight angle. Great kill by 1.
But it does get 2 pushed. No help from his teammates for some reason. They are all spread out across the map. Not set up for the new hill. Bentrick will fall. 2 down for Trine now as Minnesota takes the point. It just goes back to their setups. I mean, they are not set. They're rotating early. They're 3 down. It looks like an initial break. As soon as I start talking poorly about their setups, to get an initial break and help even out some of this time that they get on P4, not 5. Some weird timing as 2 players now sending out for the spawns.
As you can see, Minnesota is not chopping this point yet.
It's very rare. As 2 players now deep in the right, and you can see the bottom left of your screen, the players are now rotating for spawns for the 1 and 2 push. Will they end up seeing these players cross? A couple trades come through. People are not holding their kill cams, so they will end up split spawning. Might send a bit of panic through Calamity. They are hard rotating for these spawns right now and not even worried about P1. Will it pay off for them?
I like that idea as long as they can hold P2 here. Good.
So with the trade, crucial response.
Definitely crucial indeed. Last player
Trine is
on
giving
point.
up a lot of time on this hill right now. Now down to 64 points. Glad that Trine was able to finally.
Finding opening.
Oh,
It took a little longer to stabilize spawn, I feel, for them than they thought it would. With Calamity sitting in the back.
Indeed, they were split spawning at a time, but now they get full spawn for that P2 rotations. 2 down go from Minnesota as the rotation from P1 to P2 now will pop. The initial hold from Trine, hopefully getting a full hold there, will bring them back into this game and even up the score. 3 players pushing the bottom half of the mini-map, looking to find an opening. They find an initial break. Evens out is Sweeter, getting an initial pick of himself. 3 go down, 4 now for Minnesota. That is a clean team wipe.
Trine
40
currently
seconds
does
still
not
left.
have an AR on the hill. Oh, spoke too soon as Jared picked up.
As you saw Marissa fall right there where Calamity was. Calamity runs straight up and take that position. Strong spot for an AR.
Indeed it is. Now with 23 seconds left, a very strong hold from Trine, but will they rotate in time to end up stringing these next two hard points together and hopefully bringing back this game and giving them the win for this map?
Looks like Trine is going to end up having to push P3 180 down by 22. About
22 seconds, yep.
They don't have a lot of time to waste here. They look for a big pick right here and then make a move.
This could be the make or break for Trine. If they break it early, oh, the trades don't come through. Just as I was saying that, they do end up going 2 down, 3 down now. A full team wipe, actually, will set them back quite a bit of time and give Minnesota a huge cushion at the start point. One pick for Marissa. Seth helping her, gets the 2, getting some time to relieve some of that pressure of the and just as I say that they almost lose hardpoint again, now 2v1 on the point, Minnesota does end up getting the picks and getting control of the hardpoint again.
Good job at Calamity waiting for that, trusting his teammate.
Big win there from Calamity also on the next set of rotations. He ends up finding 3. That will be huge for Trine. Looking to get some hardpoint time here as there was a kid in the back playing spoiler. That will be to Bimith. Still in the back is to Bimith, and honestly he is weighing down this hopefully getting set up for Trine because they are still looking for him in the back as they are getting a heavy 3 push from the front. Just as I suspected, he did play spoiler long enough that Trine did end up getting traded out as the 2-piece from a grenade. That will definitely suffer and might even close out the map now for...
They're looking for a big pick here. I don't think it's going to fall. Minnesota has a very strong hold on it.
That will be the map 4. Minnesota winning the series 3-1. We thank you all for tuning in for our season opener. We just hope to recover and learn a lot from this match as Minnesota did put up a strong showing on this series.
I don't think that this was necessarily, I think, you play this map 10 times over. I don't think that, Trine loses this every single time. I think that a huge thing that really impacted the game was they really struggled getting kills. You saw, if we pull up, actually, never mind, I can't even pull up the scoreboard.
I'm looking at the scoreboard a little bit from the game. I mean, Bentrick, Seth, who is almost never negative, he was double negative for almost all of the map. Sweeter Chip also the same way, double negative. Just a really I agree, very struggling for Trine, just not getting their picks, not getting kills, not trading out.
Their holds on the, I feel like there wasn't a lot of precedence on as far as like holding objectives, holding rotations, playing together for that matter. And when there was time to get a trade, they didn't get it. They often 2-pieced. Sometimes just outgunned. Sometimes it was just unlucky. Really unfortunate to watch. I'm still hopeful and excited for this season. Not really.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. We're signing off for the night, and I hope to see you guys back here again for next week's matchup against, let me pull up the schedule here for Trine University. Next week's map is against Adrian College. We know how we stack up against them. It should be a good one. I hope to see you guys here next week. That'll be September 15th.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night.